What's up, everyone? This is Big Bear. Today I'm going to be showing you how to remove a rear diff out of a Can-Am Outlander Gen 2. Particular models of 2014. And this is going to be the easiest, simplest method to get it out without pulling a bunch of stuff that you don't need to. I haven't seen any videos online yet of this method done. So follow along, and I hope this helps. I'm going to show you what tools you're going to need. So let's get into it. So you're going to need a 15 mil spanner, 13 mil spanner, pair of side cutters, good thick pick, a pry bar, a clamp, just a regular standard hose clamp will work, 13 mil deep and a 15 mil deep, a hammer. An impact gun is a really handy thing to have, but not necessarily. So, and you also need a jack. First task is to remove the hitch bracket. You got a 15 mil and a 15 mil, and 13 and 13, and then another 13 under that and under that. I don't have it on this one, but there'll be 4 13s and 2 15. Remove that first.
Know that they ride or die. Cody, brothers, my guys. Know that they fly. Know that they ride or die. I keep well by my side. CJ, never gotta roll with ice. Cody, brothers, my guys. Know that they fly. Know that they ride or die. I keep well by my side. CJ, never gotta roll with ice. Ride or die. 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 Ride or die.
So next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your clamp and you're gonna wrap it around and tighten it right about here. Kind of line it up with the drain or the fill plug for the diff. So once you've got that clamp tight, you're gonna put your pry bar in there and you're gonna give it a couple of whacks until the cup slides out from the spline. After giving it a couple of whacks, I've managed to get it to slide out without damaging the other clamp, and that's what you want. Now you're just going to simply leave them out just a little bit, enough that they'll easily slide out when the time comes. You're going to do the same thing for the other side. And you do the same thing on the other side. You're going to give it a couple whacks on the end here, and the CV will come out. So this side has slid out just a bit. You don't want to pull them out all the way just yet. We'll move on to the next step. So next step is going to be to get your hands way deep down in there. And you're going to have a clamp right on the end of there where my finger is. Here I have a zip tie. And there's a reason why I have a zip tie, because this is what makes this job go much faster. But you're going to cut the clamp closest to the diff side, and you're never going to put that clamp back on. You're going to use the zip tie instead. And you'll be thanking me later if you ever have to pull the diff. So once you're done cutting that clamp off the drive shaft rubber boot, you're going to move on to actually pulling the diff. And you're going to do, it's going to be 4 bolts. You got one here, 15 mil, 15 mil, 15 mil. There. Sorry, 3 bolts, not 4. Yeah, and go ahead and pull those.
Never gotta ride or die.
So now that we've got the pressure off the suspension, we got it jacked up in the back, we can go ahead and pull the half shafts out as far as they'll come. See the spline start to come, just like that. Get the other one out here. Should see the splines. And once you see the splines, it's pretty much where you got to stop. And then from there, you're simply going to take the whole unit and slide it backwards. And that's going to allow you to release one side and then release the other side. And you'll do the exact same thing when you put it back together. And you're going to watch here, the diff's going to come out in one nice unit. No one doing the 13 mil in the back with the U-joint. Simply pull it out and away it goes. What I'll do at this point is I'll stick some cloths in there just to stop the oil from dripping out. Inspect everything, make sure that 13 mil is still tight in there. If it's not, you need to tighten that up. You need to take it out actually and put Loctite on it. So what I like to do here is use a pick, especially an angled hook pick. Get in underneath, and you can stick a pry bar behind too if it's really in there good, just to make things easier. But once you start lifting it up, just go around, lift up until it all slides out, and it'll eventually just pop right out for you. I think it's about to come here. Oh. There we go. Perfect. Just like that, seals out. Want to make sure you give it a good clean up where the seal is going to seat. Don't want any dirt in there. So at this point, we're going to put the seal in. Forgot to mention a tool that you'll need to put the seal in, or you can use anything really, but 36 mil socket head fits perfectly. And yeah, it's good just to give it a good whack in there. And yeah. Both new seals are in. She is ready to go back into the bike. So getting her back in is pretty easy. Sorry about the mess. I thought I pressure washed this thing really well. I guess I didn't. Anyways, so what you're going to do is you're going to align the drive shaft into the rubber boot. And as you slide it in, you're going to just twist a bit on the half shafts when you go in, and it will go into the splines in there. It's a good idea to put some grease in there as well right before you do that. So first thing you do is kind of just set the diff in there. It'll stay by itself for the most part if you slide in enough. You don't want to slide in too far, but as you can see, the half shafts are still out. You're going to take those towels out, obviously, and you're going to do this side first. So you're going to put this into here first. Then you're going to wiggle this back on an angle. And then you're going to put the other side half shaft inside. Then you get everything on there nice. Push it in just a tad. And then you got to line the drive shaft inside with the rubber boot. Clean this crap out first. Holy smokes. That's terrible. one. Takes some finessing for sure. Get the other one in. Just like that. Get started. These don't always want to go nice. So now that you've got the half shaft slid back in, splines in almost, you don't have to put them in all the way, but you can put them in. But you want to keep the diff out as far as you can, so that way you can start the alignment for the drive shaft in the rubber boot. And once that goes in, it kind of guides itself, so it's not too hard. It's going to be hard to show you. I don't think I'll be able to show you guys, but just like that, she's in.
Now I gotta ride or die.